What's up, Lane? Quick demo video for you for your Space Junk Sabers, corn horn, or just custom saber in general. Got this done this morning, and I will try my best to get this out in the mail to you today. Install the Proffie V2 2-button setup. Your back switch here is going to be your activation, and your top switch will be your auxiliary, just a dual tactile setup. You've got CCSabers in there for your main PCB. Your blade retention is this grub screw right here. All right. This screw, where is it at? This one right here especially, you don't want to mess with that guy because this is what's holding in your PCB. So leave that guy alone. And then this one down here next to your handle, this is your chassis retention screw. So also you won't want to loosen this unless you want to slide out your chassis. All right, and then to get to that, you just want to take the handle off. The handle is going to be a little tight. It fits on there nice now. There was a little bit of threading issue. I spent some time with some hobby files and some WD-40 and got all that taken care of, and it goes on and off now fine. But it will just be a little snug when putting it on or taking it off. No big deal. So that's your handle. Here's your chassis. It says Space Junk Sabers over here for Nevin, and then Solo Sabers over here for me. You're running a 24mm Smuggler's Outpost speaker, and then you've got a removable battery setup. So spring side over here for your battery. These wires, although you can see them because there was not enough diameter for me to hide the wires, they do sit in their own. There's a wire channel in there. You're not going to be able to see it on video, but when you get it in person, you'll be able to see that. So nice and neat going through that wire channel to your board. I do have a piece of art tape on this board, so I usually do a press fit, which I did here too, and then I talk about the art tape, but I don't use it very much. This one I went ahead and I put it on there because the chassis is so small in diameter. So it's nice and neat. There was a place in the chassis for the art tape, so it looks like it was actually meant to be used there, which it was because I designed it. So yeah, so let's throw a battery in this guy. I have the stock config package on here. I did put motion controls and battle mode on here. So I went ahead and I put a copy of the config file on your SD card so you can build from that. You can just take this tape off and pop your board up and get to your SD card, and that's fine, and snap it back down. You don't have to slide the chassis out, but I made sure there was enough wire slack in here where if you want to loosen this guy up and slide this out a bit to expose the entire board, you can do that. You can probably slide it out about 3/4 of an inch and you're fine, but you don't need to. Okay, so we'll throw a battery in this guy real quick. Battery sits in there, and then everything fits in here nice and snug the way it's supposed to. This handle actually acts as an added cover for the battery, so everything is locked down pretty nicely. And this thing can take a beating if that's how you treat your sabers. So, it's designed to be durable. So we'll screw that handle all the way on here. You got motion control. You got your LEDs in there. Nice smooth swing, auxiliary. Twist off. Or you could just come back here and hit the activation button. And then hit it again to turn it off. Just like that. And we will throw a blade in here. 1-inch diameter neopixel blade for this guy. And then we'll need to lock it down as well. So we'll go to over to a different sound font. We'll just hit auxiliary. So it's easier to see the blaster deflects on a blade that's not a flame blade. You can see those there. If you hit the blade or the saber, you get blade lock up, and then it stays like that until you pull away from it, just like that. To get to your sound tracks on each font, just hold down your power for a second and let go. You can turn the saber on while this is playing. And then do the same thing to turn it off. Hold down for a second and let go. We'll do one more. This one I think is a blue flame blade. Yeah. One more. Just a nice solid green blade. Just like that. And we'll take the blade out and go over taking the battery out, which is super simple. And we'll undo this first. Take this right out, and then we'll just do the same thing we did to put it in, right? We'll take the handle off. And then you want to come in from the, just use the positive side of the battery, which is by your speaker. Right here. You can pop that out with your finger just like that. And that, sir, is your saber. Let me know if you got any questions. If not, this guy will go out in the mail to you today. All right, thanks, man.